Hey there, Ben Mankiewicz with you. Thanks for joining us on TCM for the first night of Flashback Fridays. Every Friday in January, we're bringing you movies that use flashbacks as a significant storytelling device. We just had a memorably effective use of flashbacks in Orson Welles' Citizen Kane from 1941. Up next, a Japanese classic released 9 years later that once again revolutionized the flashback structure in films. From the cinematic master Akira Kurosawa in 1950, Rashomon. Here's how challenging it is to do a flashback well on screen. For 17 years now, whenever I think of flashbacks, I actually think of the 2008 movie Vantage Point, because it was a modern-day attempt at an American Rashomon. The whole movie is the same event, a political assassination seen from different vantage points. I was incredibly excited to see this movie. And though Dennis Quaid is typically excellent in it, the flashbacks make the film pretty unwatchable. Rashomon set the standard for these movies. It breaks down a brutal crime, presenting it from 4 points of view. Each one is starkly different, depending on the memory and the motives of who's telling the story. Today, when 2 or more stories about the same event don't match, you'll often hear it called the Rashomon effect. This powerful look at the subjective nature of memory put Akira Kurosawa on the international map, though it marked a departure from the films that had made him famous in Japan. Since he began writing and directing his own movies in 1943, Kurosawa had made mostly contemporary dramas and crime thrillers like The Quiet Duel and Stray Dog. Rashomon, co-written by Kurosawa, is set in feudal Japan as samurai warriors roamed the country. The film's period setting and its unusual structure made studio executives nervous, thinking it wouldn't appeal to modern audiences. The head of the studio that finally released it called the movie incomprehensible. Those fears may have played out in Japan, at least initially, but not in the rest of the world. Rashomon won the top prize at the 1951 Venice Film Festival. RKO released it in the States in an era before art house cinema became chic, yet the film still received an honorary Oscar from the Motion Picture Academy in 1952. From 1950, starring Toshiro Mifune and Michiko Kiyo, this is Akira Kurosawa's Rashomon. As I mentioned before the movie, Rashomon was a hit when released outside of Japan. Its unique flashback structure, with each person remembering the same event differently, led to the popular use of the phrase the Rashomon effect to describe that scenario, whether occurring on-screen or off. The movie eventually got a Hollywood treatment with a remake, a 1964 Western directed by Martin Ritt called The Outrage, starring Paul Newman, Lawrence Harvey, and Claire Bloom. There was also a 1960 TV adaptation directed by Sidney Lumet for the Play of the Week series. The original Rashomon gave both its director, Akira Kurosawa, and its star, Toshiro Mifune, who played the bandit, international fame, marked their 5th collaboration. They ultimately worked together 16 times in 18 years, making a series of widely respected films that set an almost impossibly high standard of artistry and storytelling. Mifune never became a Hollywood star, but his portrayals of gruff, solitary heroes have had a profound influence on a select group of American filmmakers, including Clint Eastwood, George Lucas, Steven Spielberg. Most recently, Spike Lee remade Kurosawa's 1963 crime thriller High and Low, casting his frequent collaborator Denzel Washington in the role Mifune played in the original. Coming up, a moving drama featuring one of the most haunting and heartbreaking flashback sequences in any film. Meryl Streep, Kevin Kline, and Peter MacNicol star in Sophie's Choice, next on TCM.
Next on TCM, Sophie's Choice, then The Bad and the Beautiful, and later, Penny's Serenade. You won't get shortchanged on TCM tonight.